Now in this session, in this video today, we'll be talking about the reliability of cognitive processes. Whatever cognitive processes are happening, the encoding is happening, then retrieval is happening, storage of the information is happening, how memory takes place in STM and LTM, and then the retrieval. How reliable is this whole process is. So whatever information is going inside from our senses, whatever information goes in our head, how reliable it is it, can we retrieve the whole thing as it is? For example, you go out to watch a movie. When you see a movie, are you able to recall this movie exactly the same way that you had seen? If your friend comes and asks you that, how was the movie? Can you tell me in detail about the scenes and the dialogues and everything? You were watching a movie, but are you able to recall every single dialogue, every single scene that you had seen in the movie? No, you cannot do that. There can be lot of omission, addition, subtraction, editing in whatever you retrieve. So that means when you saw the movie, it is not necessary that you'll be able to recall every single 3-hour movie or 2-hour movie scenes and dialogues word to word to your friend. You cannot do that. Why this happens and how reliable is your memory? So today's session we are going to talk about that. We have been talking about memory in that like I told you that when you see a movie, when you watch a movie, and when your friend asks you that how was the movie, you are not able to recall the whole movie as it is. The reason is that there are a number of factors that is distorting your memory all the time. So that is called as reconstructive memory. That means when you are encoding, when you see the information, you store the information in your brain, and when you're trying to recall it, retrieval is happening. The same information that went in your memory, in your head, it is not coming out exactly the same way. There are always changes and alterations in that memory. Why is it happening? There are a number of reasons. You have your own imagination. You sometimes imagine things that add on to the memory. Maybe sometimes you pay more attention to something. That is why you are able to remember those things more, and the things that you had not paid attention to, you're not able to recall it that well. Then comes in your schema, then comes in your your own thought process, how you are influencing your memory. All these things influence the memory, and memory can be distorted. Now again, I'm giving you the example of, let's say, an event. Okay, so you went to this concert, and a singer, your favorite band, is playing all the songs. So when you come back and your mother asks you how was the concert, and can you tell me in detail what all happened? So in that, the things that irritated you, maybe a lot of traffic and too much of crowd, or things that you were very happy about, your singer singing the songs, or your favorite song he that sang, or maybe he threw his jacket towards you or something like that. So the happy moments, the sad moments, the things that touched you emotionally, you're able to recall those things. Or maybe things that you imagined after a few months, when your friend asks you how was the concert that happened 6 months back. That time some of the memory has been erased from your storage. Now why this has happened? Maybe things that were not very important to you have been erased, or things that were very important to you, those are there. Things that you wanted to happen, maybe because of your imagination, those things are added on to your memory. Then there are some alterations. Your schema of concert was little different. Maybe it's an, let's say you had schema of the concert in an auditorium, on a stage, like in an enclosed space, but first time you went and you saw it is all together in an open ground, and it is very different from what you have thought. So that schema also plays a role, and it influences your memory. So your schema, your surroundings, your past experiences, your emotions, your feelings, your attention, everything is influencing your memory. And when these things influences your memory, whatever you retrieve, you recall, it is not exactly the same the way it had gone, the way it had got stored. So the retrieval is quite different, and that is called as reconstructive memory, because whole of your memory has been reconstructed in a very different way. Okay, so there are a lot of alterations. Now imagine sometimes when somebody asks you when you were 10 years old, okay, like many years back, you had gone on a vacation. How's the vacation like? Now there's so many things you won't remember, or you might recall some things which really never happened, but you are recalling it. This could be filling in the gaps in your memory with your own imagination. You're imagining that you were at the beach and maybe you drowned or something, and your dad came to help you. So there are few gaps in your memory you are not able to recall, so our imagination fill in those gaps sometimes. So that is also one of the thing that leads to distorted memory.